I'm Dana Denha, and you're watching FYI. In January of 2020, the Ann Arbor District Library was in full swing. Watch as patrons were invited to step back in time, learn a bit of history, and even get their hands dirty with the AADL's Letterpress.
Technology has evolved to make the letterpress obsolete, but library patrons are bringing its artistry back to life.
This is Letterpress Lab in the secret lab in the basement of the Ann Arbor District Library downtown. It's every week, every Wednesday, and it's fun and addicting, and I've been doing it for a couple of years now.
Letterpress is a form of printmaking that deals explicitly with handset type and uses antique printing presses that you might have seen historically used to print books, newspapers, flyers, etc.
I am making some linoleum block prints that I carved based on some geometric abstract kind of winter tree ideas. I've done a whole bunch of lino cut illustration with poetry, setting metal type from our collection. I even published a chapbook here. I finished it a couple months ago after working on it for a year. It was all done here.
You put it together backwards, so you want it to be a mirror image of how you actually want it to look. You put it on the press, you ink it, you place your paper, adjust the pressure, and once you roll cylinder press over it, you're able to pull that first print and just experience the surprise of what's there.
So much fun. It's incredibly creative. There are people here who make beautiful pieces of art just out of type. And it's just fun to see. Every
time you touch a piece of type, you are experiencing and interacting with the history of that piece of type and everyone who has used it to put a word together before. And I think that you're celebrating what people have decided is no longer useful and realizing that that is not the case and that there is joy in what we would normally have decided to throw away.
With over 250 members of the community serving on boards, commissions, and committees, you too can have your voice heard through civic engagement. Learn how in this month's City Roundup in 60.
Hi, my name is Robert Malkai with the City of Ann Arbor Clerk's Office, here today to tell you about joining a board or commission. One of the best ways to engage with the city, advocate for positive change, and make your voice heard is to join a board or commission. With over 60 boards and commissions ranging from public art to human rights, we have boards and commissions for a wide range of policy interests. To learn more about our many boards and commissions, visit a2gov.legistar.com. Click on Boards and Commissions. Here, you can see all our boards, read a short description of them, and find contact information for each. Most boards have links that will take you to their webpage with more information. Those interested can click the Apply button in the top right corner. If you are interested in seeing current vacancies, under Boards and Commissions, click Vacancies. Here, you can see if any boards have an immediate opening and if the openings are for a specific position. Even if there is not a vacancy at the time, we'll leave your application on file for when a seat comes available. We look forward to seeing your application.
Hi, everyone. I am Melissa Bondi, and I'm filling in for Dana. We know that the planet we call home hasn't always been treated with the love and respect it deserves. Mother Earth provides so much sustenance to us now more than ever. Is the time to give back. For 51 years, Ann Arbor has held an Earth Day festival to celebrate all our planet provides. And it also teaches us how to provide for our planet. Joining me today is Sean Reynolds, who's the Urban Trees Initiative Coordinator, and William Hampton, the branch president of the Ann Arbor NAACP. Welcome to the show, gentlemen.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. So we've got a big event coming up, an annual event. And this one's going to be the second annual virtually. So Sean, do you want to talk to us a little bit about this year's Ann Arbor's Earth Day celebration?
Sure, thanks. So we are holding this Earth Day celebration virtually, as you just mentioned. This is going to be on CTN channel 16, actually, on April 25th at 1 p.m. So we will have an entire list of presentations that'll be happening. So these are from various different organizations that have kind of an relation to Earth Day and our environment and sustainability. And we are really looking forward to having it.
So we both mentioned that it's virtual. So this is the second year. I know last year's was a whole slew, hours of educational seminars and speakers and videos. Can you tell us this year? I know it's going to be on channel 16 and on YouTube and streaming on our website, but can you tell us, we've got about a 3-hour block booked for it. So there's got to be tons of wonderful speakers, and tell us some of the importance of who's going to be talking and what they'll be talking about.
Yeah, definitely. So we will have groups like the Huron River Watershed Council, the Office of Sustainability and Innovations here at Ann Arbor, the City Parks Department, their Natural Area Preservations group. We'll be presenting the Leslie Science and Nature Center, the Climate Reality Project, and several other groups. And these presentations are going to be on a wide range of topics, from climate change to the Huron River, to our wetlands in the area, our other natural features like our urban tree canopy, our housing, soil, home waste audits. So we have a really wide range of topics that we're going to be talking about and having presentations on. And then we'll also have some musical entertainment, which will actually be provided by Kai Five, who's a local vocal artist here from Ann Arbor.
Okay.
So yeah, we have a lot of different interesting things going on.
William, do you want to talk to us a little bit about why is this so important? Why is this annual? And what do you add every year to, keep people engaged?
Since the beginning of time, nature has taken care of us. Now it's our time to take care of nature. This generation right now is the first generation that really knows the value of climate change. And for those people who don't know this, climate change is real. The world's maximum increase in terms of temperature fluctuation is about 1 degree C maximum. We're already above that. We know that if we continue the way things are right now, somebody born in this year may see, if things remain the same, may see the end of this world as we know it by the time before they're 80 years old. And that's hard to deal with. So we need to stop being selfish and know that we may still be alive when that happens, but it's about the future.
Right. And I think that always you always hear that is my grandkids and my great grandkids, and we're doing this for them. You hear that a lot. But like you just said, we may still be alive when things really start to go south. So I think you're right. It's the selfishness and the be kind portion of it really, hits home, and you need to be cognizant of it. And I know I am very much so.
It may be a good thing that we're going through this great pandemic right now. And the reason why I say that is because we put less stress on our world while this was happening. There was not as many airplanes flying. There were a lot of industry that was closed. So this may have been a good thing in terms of sustaining this world.
The planet, and it kind of healing itself, at least for a short while, the last year. I've heard that and read that regarding boat traffic and pollution in our oceans and in our lakes and all of that, anything waterways. I've heard a lot of healing had been taking place over the last year. And that was right. You got to find a silver lining in everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So let me ask the theme this year. Is every year, does Ann Arbor change the theme of the Earth Day Festival?
Our theme this year is Restore Our Earth, and that is the national theme for Earth Day this year as well. And I think touching on what we've already talked about a little bit, that is a really important theme for this year, because we have started to see some restoration happening because of this pandemic, as we just mentioned, but we still have a long way to go. We obviously, we're still seeing deforestation in the Amazon. We're still seeing loss of habitat in the Arctic and the Antarctic, and many other things are happening to our planet and our ecosystems. And so restoring those ecosystems and restoring our Earth to a healthy, functioning global ecosystem is really an important thing to focus on right now, to make sure that our future generations, and maybe even our generation, will be able to continue to live in a healthy world.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're focusing on trying to restore our Earth, and I think a lot of our presentations will touch on that topic. So.
As far as the planning for this, how long did that take? How long does it take? Do you start from?
The planning this year was uniquely different than it was 2 years ago. And the reason why is because it's virtual. We're trying to make certain that we cover as much as we can in the time that we have. My primary objective is twofold. First of all, that we make an all-out effort to include the youth of this community, number one. And number two, that we do not forget about the truly disadvantaged population. There's an area out on the east side of Ann Arbor, which is where lots of public housing is located. We have university townhouses, Forest Hills Cooperative, Colonial Square, and Arbor Oak subdivision. And that location on the east side of Ann Arbor was also where the city of Ann Arbor's landfill was for a number of years.
Okay.
And a lot of individuals out there have been affected by that health-wise, and we're trying to help correct that.
Very nice. It's important.
This year is the first year to really Gail and Hardy is really concentrating some effort on making certain that we don't forget that population over there. I mean, although the landfill is not there, the residual effects are still there.
Okay. Okay.
For the people who are watching and don't know what a landfill is, a landfill translation is a dump where all of the solid waste is left. Okay.
And this is put on by the Office of Sustainability, is that correct? So this is produced in this whole event. So it takes a lot of moving parts. It would seem to put this.
It is produced by them, but collaboration is always better than competition. So they're working really hard with a lot of different entities into the community to maximize the impact of this year's Earth Day celebration.
Okay, yeah, and it sounds like it. And I think that's fantastic. I love it. I love the collaboration. It's awesome. Sean, do you want to tell us a little bit briefly before we wrap up about the 10K tree initiative and what that is this year? Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So this is a new initiative being offered by the Office of Sustainability and Innovations. And this is actually part of our A20 climate carbon neutrality plan. Because trees are really an important part of carbon neutrality. They help to store carbon, but they can also help to reduce our energy usage. The shade from a tree can help to reduce your cooling costs in hotter months. And trees can also help to protect your house from winter winds, which can help to reduce heating costs in the colder months. So, and then there are also a lot of other benefits that we see from trees, including reduced air pollution and better mental health, a lot of different benefits. So we are working through the 10,000 Trees Initiative to try to get 10,000 new trees planted on private property in the city by the year 2030. So we have several different initiatives we're working on. We actually have this year for Arbor Day, we have a free tree giveaway going on where you'll be able to get some conifer species. We had several different ones available. I just found out today actually that we have sold out of a couple of them. So we have Norway spruce is the main one that we have left available for Arbor Day. And then we have a whole bunch of other projects and initiatives coming with that to get trees in for people. So keep an eye out on that.
Yeah, I saw the flyer and the pushes from the city, and I thought that was kind of neat. I shared that amongst my friends too, and there was some interest. But I thought that was neat because is that the first time that's been done in Ann Arbor for that type of event?
Yes, so so far Ann Arbor has primarily been focused on right-of-way trees and trees on our public properties, our schools, things of that nature. I believe this is the first time that we've had an initiative looking at getting trees on private property. So it's really exciting.
Okay, that's very cool. Very exciting. Okay, well, real quick, is there anything, Sean or William, both of you would like to just let the audience know before we wrap up regarding the Earth Day 2021 and why people should tune in and take it serious and the importance?
Well, I just want to say that this interview is very valuable to us in getting the word out. And we appreciate you, Melissa, for setting aside some time in your extremely busy schedule for Sean and I.
Of course. Of course.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
I will also add, I did forget to mention earlier, but William reminded me with discussing how important getting our youth perspective is, that our keynote presentation this year for Earth Day will actually be presented by some students from the Ann Arbor Public School System. So that's really exciting.
Oh, that's great.
And Sean, wasn't the flyer developed by students as well?
Yes, it was actually. That flyer that you can see behind Melissa was actually developed by some of the public school students. So
Just so you know that when the first Earth Day happened in Ann Arbor, we didn't spend as much money as we raised. I wasn't here then. We didn't spend as much money as what we had raised for the event. So the money that was left over went to the Ecology Center, and it assisted in getting the Ecology Center up and running.
Thank you both. And for more on this and other programs, visit a2gov.org/CTN. Visit youtube.com/CTN Ann Arbor and see what we have to offer. And remember to comment, like, and share. And thanks for watching, and tune in next time to FYI.